Roach. We shotgun the beers, ain't got time for a toast. It's the only place to get my sports like for real, son. He taught us nobody's more sus than Russell Wilson.
Here's the deal, son. Won't find us in Walmart. Josh Potter, keep it frank, kinda like a ballpark. It wasn't nothing talking all that. Turns out there's a lot of terrorism.
Now it's time we hit him. Bring him out onto the plate. Roach, Jason O'Donnell the Great. Let me stop for a second because it's
Golly, why does it always hit me right before we start? Oh boy, folks, welcome back. It's another episode of the Josh Potter Show. I'm Josh Potter, you know that. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you to Brothers and Big Trox and Hen Dog for putting that one together. One of our favorite songs here on the program. You can send in your music, joshpottershow@gmail.com. Go to thejoshpotter.com if you want to buy tickets to live shows. Houston is this weekend, 14th and 15th at the Riot. I can't wait. 4 freaking shows in Houston. I don't think I've never performed in Houston in my entire life, other than Skankfest. And I don't think I even went on stage at Skankfest. No, that was the Skankfest. I just showed up, and Lewis is like, come hang out, we'll get you some sets. And then I did acid and didn't do any sets the whole time. It was the best Skankfest ever, to be quite honest. But no, I'll be there on the 14th and 15th. Then later this month, I'll be in Baltimore and in Cleveland, 27th and 28th of June. So go to thejoshpotter.com. Buy the tickets. I love you very much. My guest today, one of my favorite people in the whole world. She's so funny. You can see her at the Comedy Store all the time. It's Miranda Meadows, everybody.
6 Mile, joshpotter.com.
Thejoshpotter.com.
The Josh Potter.
Now, you were just in Detroit, your home area.
Yes.
Well, I mean, Michigan, I should say.
Yeah, I went to Grand Rapids.
The big old building.
Yeah, GR. Yeah, the Bob, 5 stories, I think.
Dr. Grin's, they still have I haven't been to Dr. Grin's since 2009.
How did you like it?
I love it there. Dan Cummins gave me one of my first ever guest sets, my buddy Matt Bergman, who I do my Patreon with, patreon.com/The Josh Potter Show. But he was middling for Dan Cummins. Let me ride with him. Ooh. And then we started driving from Buffalo to Grand Rapids.
Wow.
And he goes, yeah, it'll be like 3 hours. We just got to cross over the border. And I go, oh, I can't go over the border. This is especially at that time because of my DUI.
Whoa.
Got one of those back in 2009. And then this was
you
like,
have to stay in state?
You can't go to Canada.
But you don't have to go to... Oh, were you guys going up
Yeah,
and
because
around?
it's faster to drive through Canada to Grand Rapids from Buffalo than it is to drive. So he goes, oh, really? I go, yeah. He goes, well, it'll be about 7 hours then. And he was still cool with letting me ride with him, just at the hope to do guest sets.
And letting you do a guest...
Well, he had no... Here's the thing. As a middle act, he had no say in whether or not I have guest sets. He just goes... You know, he knew the guy, Stu McAllister. I don't know if he's still there. He used to run the club. And so that guy's from Buffalo, too. So he goes, you got a good chance because Stu McAllister likes Buffalo guys. He knows me pretty well. I'll vouch for you. And he's like, you just got to ask Dan, really, probably. So, and Dan Cummins was the coolest guy. I think we had like so many beers that weekend. He still remembers to this day when I see him that weekend. So I had a fun time at that big old building.
Yeah, I love the Bob and Grand Rapids.
They still have nets, though, because they had nets.
Where?
Like when you go up the escalators to the different levels.
Oh, like,
do they have nets like in the building still?
No. I don't
oh my God, they had nets.
It's stairs.
Yeah, it was escalators and stairs, and they had nets because drunk people would fall off of the.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Into the nets.
There was puke all down the stairs.
Oh my God.
All down the middle of the stairs.
Yeah, they put there's multiple bars, multiple nightclubs. They call it the big old building.
The Bob.
That's what it's called, the Bob. On the big sign outside, it says the Bob. It's got like a nightclub, a sports bar, the comedy club, so many things in one. And they, for some reason, they put the nightclub at the very top so that when you're doing the late show on Saturdays, you can hear like oonts, 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 oonts. You might hear like people dancing above you.
Yeah, they turned it down for us when we started our shows.
Aww.
But in the between, they turn it up, and every time would be like, are they going to turn that back down? And then they usually don't for the second show. But I had a great time. I opened for JF Harris, my first time featuring anywhere, like for a whole weekend.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was sick. The crowds were not like Detroit crowds, but they were fun.
Why is that?
Detroit crowds are like anything goes, but in Grand Rapids, it's like they have a little bit of like no
or those
way.
JF Harris. I was wondering if a little side note. I don't even know if he remembers this, but I call JF Harris, who's a comic out here in LA. If you don't know,
I forget about that.
I call him Fanny Because one day I asked somebody, this is like a decade ago, I asked my buddy Matt Wayne, I go, hey, what's the JF and JF Harris stand for? And he just casually goes, Fanny. And I'm like, what? He goes, yeah, it's Fanny. I go, no, it's not. And he's like, no, of course it's not, idiot. And I was like, oh, okay. But now forever in my brain,
Fanny.
I see him, I go, oh, old Fanny Harris over there. I don't think he even knows that I think that.
It is fun to make up what the initials of somebody
yes,
means.
It's so fun.
It is fun.
Who else is another initials guy or girl?
JP Puthenbeetle.
Oh, yeah, he's your roommate, yeah?
Yeah, there's like a...
What's a good JP one?
Somebody said before, I don't have any because he's too close to me. Sorry, they're too close to me.
Oh, okay.
But Gay P. Even though that doesn't even like...
That's not a J, though. That's not a J word.
But it is
can you think of a comic? JPC? There's a lot of JPs.
JPs, a lot of JPs.
Louis C.K.
Louis C.K. Something or other. We're doing a poor job here in the Nice Boy Clock.
I'm like...
I was trying to keep the conversation.
Me trying to riff, I'm like...
Yeah, here I am. Can't come up with a K word or a JP.
I'm like...
Everything is... Yeah, everything for me was like... we already have that one.
Yeah.
Damn.
You would just for the J, like
all J's stand for.
I was gonna say just
Harris.
Yeah, which is I think that's fun.
But you had a good weekend.
Great weekend.
Awesome.
Honestly, the last two shows were the best. I don't know if you've ever felt like that. Like is it always like the last two are the best, or is it like...
It depends.
Depends?
You know, it depends.
Okay, you do enough?
You'll figure it out after a while. You'll be like, Friday Late Show. Here's the thing that I always hated is everybody on Friday Late Show. They're like the worst show of the weekend, always. But I've had some of my favorites. And that's the old Steve Martin rule of thumb. Like in his book, I guess he says he like quasi quit because of the Friday Late Show. And so after I have a good Friday Late Show, I go, Steve Martin's a... You're a... I literally in the green room like shadow box. I'm like, you Steve Martin. Like after I have a good Friday Late Show, it's kind of like it's in my head every time I have a good Friday Late Show. I'm like, Steve Martin's a... I'm so much better at comedy than him. No, I'm kidding.
I don't know who.
You don't know who Steve Martin is?
Wait, Steve Martin, like Martin Short, Steve Martin. God, this always happens to me.
Yeah.
This always happens to me. I never know who we're talking about, and then I'm like, oh yeah.
I love how young Miranda is.
And then people blame it on me being young.
But also, you know people who I have no idea who they are. Like, I was like, who's Pooh Shiesty? And you were like,
what?
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Who's the one that, I mean, there's some that are so fun. I wanted to come up with like a quiz for Miranda and me to like guess.
Everybody always says that, and then they never come up with the quiz.
I know, it's always something, but like, I can't come up with my own quiz.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And I just asked you to do this last night. Thank you for doing it, because I would have had a solo episode and I would have lost my mind.
Dude, I was in Michigan when you asked me, and I was like, yeah, but I'm hella tired, dude.
Well, I'm certainly glad you came today, because we do have something very fun to start off, and it's in sports. And I know you're not a big sports girly. But,
okay, what are you talking about? Varsity softball?
Well, you play them, but you follow them.
I follow.
Exactly.
But here's the thing: if it's basketball right now, I will admit no idea what's going on.
That's fine. Either do I. It's sports time.
Is that what? Who's in my head?
Miranda has an audible issue. I feel like since you've had the headphones on, you've been like, I heard someone cough in my ear.
Dude.
The music.
Dude, yeah.
You don't like sounds? Or like
just
headphones?
Like I when it's something else being said, I love to act like it's in my head.
Well, it is kind of, but I'm not following basketball either. I mean by the time that people see this, it will have been 3 games, and I'm assuming we're on the precipice of a sweep here. Who's
playing?
It's a snooze fest. Dallas Mavericks versus the Boston Celtics.
And the Boston Celtics
are real
sweeping
snooze fest. Yes, they've been dominant so far. I watched the first game at Hormoz's house, and he got me to bet on them. He's like, when they get up to like plus 600, we should bet on the Mavericks. I'm like, okay. They didn't make it competitive at all. I think there was like a small chance they came back.
Who was Hormoz going for?
The Mavericks. He just likes, he's like me. He likes the big plus sign. He gets excited about it. But as far as hockey goes, we might have a sweep there too, folks. I don't know.
How are the Red Wings doing?
The Red Wings, it's the Stanley Cup playoffs. And, the Red Wings didn't make it, and now we're in the finals. and it's the old Florida Panthers versus. Why can't I fucking remember? The Edmonton Oilers, of course. How can I forget? That's who the next story is about. And Edmonton, in the hockey world, Edmonton has got a lot of fan favorites a lot of fans
Edmonton,
on their side.
Is that Canada?
It sure is.
Oh, look at me! I had no idea.
Look at me! That's not necessarily sports knowledge. It's just general knowledge of geography, but I'm happy that you are excited about it. But the Oilers have Connor McDavid, who is the best hockey player in the world.
And the Oilers are the
Edmonton team.
Okay. And Edmonton is a place in Canada.
Yes. Boy, I really didn't know.
Geography.
Hockey is a sport that they play on ice with skates and
Wait, does the
puck.
NHL go up? I thought the NHL doesn't go up into Canada.
Oh, they certainly do.
But it's America. I thought.
No, it's the National Hockey League.
Word. Can't complain with that. It says it first in the name.
National. It doesn't necessarily mean. I guess international would be the.
Yeah, would be more accurate. It's two nations, I guess.
Damn. It started in Canada.
Two nations under God.
It's actually, if you were to go in a time machine back when hockey started and told them it's in America, they would have been like, what? But so that's why Edmonton has a lot of favorites. It's a lot of people are rooting for them because they are a Canadian team, and a Canadian team hasn't won the Stanley Cup in a bazillion years.
Ooh, they're the crown favorite.
Yes, and also Connor McDavid. People want to see Connor McDavid win a Stanley Cup, but they're probably going to lose pretty heartily to the Florida Panthers. By the time people see this, tonight is game 2. I'm assuming the Panthers won it. I'm assuming.
Wait, the Florida Panthers are good?
Yeah.
They would be called the Panthers. It's such a Florida.
They're very good. And Panthers, I didn't realize I didn't put 2 and 2 together that they have Panthers in Florida until the hockey team kind of came about. Do you know Ariana Grande? She grew up.
No.
Well, that one. Hey, just testing.
Who are you talking about? Ariana, it's actually it might be Ariana. I don't know
What?
if it's Ariana or Ariana.
Oh, I'm supposed to decipher between the two things.
You
Sorry about
goddamn
my.
fucking right.
Sorry about
It's
my.
Ariana Grande.
Sorry about my Rust Belt flat A for a second, where I said Ariana. Ariana Grande. That's how they'd say it in Cheektowaga, New York. Yeah, but no, she was a Florida Panthers fan growing up as a child, and she actually. There's a whole story about it. Type in Ariana Grande, Florida Panthers. She got hit with a puck twice in one game.
No.
And they, as a child, and
You're fucking kidding me.
And they let her ride the Zamboni.
That's it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Do you think she can sing that high because it hit her head that much?
It hit her right in her throat.
Did it?
And it made her sing well. I don't know. What's that say?
Yeah, she was struck by a puck at a Panthers game when she was
Go to the images.
old.
Yeah, go to the images.
Images?
Because it has like the newspaper right there.
No shit.
There
She's
she is
so
on the.
Cute.
That's her on the old.
No way.
But there's the newspaper article of it. It's like the young lady Ariana Grande hit with a puck. Boca Kid gets a puck and ice. 5-year-old, after being struck a second time, got to ride the Zamboni. Extra. Read all about it on the Panthers opening nights.
That's insane.
So,
J-Drive, the truck.
At game 1, she was there with her SpongeBob boyfriend.
What?
You know that guy? The SpongeBob guy? She's dating the SpongeBob man. Come on, you know
like
this.
The guy, what do you, SpongeBob, like he played the voice of SpongeBob?
Yes, he's the SpongeBob in the play, the Broadway musical of SpongeBob.
Okay, I thought you were talking about the old ass fucking dude that is like the OG.
No,
I was
not
like, fuck, dude.
No, he's the guy who's like, hey there, Patrick. I don't even know what he does.
Yeah.
Does he do the voice or does he just dance?
He was, no, he's the guy that did SpongeBob in the musical on Broadway.
Okay, hot. He's probably really good looking. Can you pull up a photo of him?
No, he's not.
He's probably good. Wait.
And he,
if he's not, I'm going to be real sad.
No! He left them. He straight up left them. He was still...
Oh my God! Look at him!
That's what I'm saying. You thought he was going to be hot.
I mean, I could see he's Broadway sexy. He's,
what?
Yeah. Like, if I was a fucking theater nerd, bro.
What?
I'd go straight for that guy. For sure. Even though he's definitely not straight.
He's 100% straight. I mean, he's fucking Ariana Grande now.
Yeah.
He bailed on his wife and child to get with that and go to the Panthers game.
Wife and child?
Yeah.
How old was his child?
Like a new baby. Like a pretty new baby.
No!
It's better to do it then, I feel like, than when they get older.
You're not wrong.
Just do it when they're a new baby. Oh, my dad left my mother for a pop star back when I was a baby. I wouldn't hold that against him, I don't think. I'd be like, hey, my dad, he was fucking
Dude, that
Ariana.
kid's gonna fucking make a fire film about that.
Well, he's, yeah, maybe. But that particular kid, is it a kid? How old is this fucking guy? He's playing SpongeBob.
Born in 2020. Oh, no, the baby was born in 2022. Ethan Slater.
And how old was Ariana Grande born? What year?
He's 32?
Yeah.
And she's like, what, 30? She's like...
Yeah, she's 30.
Yeah. So it's all on the up and up.
She's I mean, talk about queen.
Out of all of her dudes, though, not that this is a great question to ask Miranda necessarily, but out of all her dudes, you think he like is on par with them?
I think if we're talking real talk, maybe he's sweeter.
He left his wife and kid.
Okay, hear me out.
Maybe he is sweeter. I don't know. That's a tough thing to justify. What if she's like, he's really kind?
And what if he let his wife and kids down easy? What if he was like, hey, okay, this is maybe.
He's like, hey, what's up? It's Ariana Grande. You get it, right?
Shit.
Peace.
How'd they meet?
I have no. I mean, he was doing
What if it's
SpongeBob, and she was
romantic?
like, "I love SpongeBob. That turns me on." So she decided to fuck him, and then be like, "Do the voice," and he's like,
I mean,
or whatever the fuck.
actually though,
I've never watched one SpongeBob. Do you know that?
He could just have a bigger dick. And what?
Then Pete
They're
Davidson.
both in the Wicked movie.
Hot. Okay, so they're co-stars.
Hot.
You haven't fucked your co-star?
I've never been
Get
in a
fucking with
I never
it.
had a co-star. Never been in anything.
Wow. No, that's for the best. You don't.
That's
need
for the
drama.
best.
You don't need the drama.
I love the drama. Anywho, on the other side of the ice, we have another lady who has taken the world by storm, maybe more than Ariana Grande has in her. I mean, maybe this is actually helpful to Ariana Grande because no one was really talking about her presence with her new husband, fiance, whatever they're boyfriend. They weren't talking about that. They were just talking about this lady who I learned her name is Katie, I do believe. She was just on
Are you telling me someone local? Like, what are you trying to tell me right now?
So according to TMZ,
Katie who?
an Oilers fan went viral for flashing her breasts during the team's Game 5 win over the Dallas Stars
this
last
is
week.
the Canada lady.
Yes. So you've seen her tits on the internet.
Show me the tits.
But she's also been approached by porn sites who hope to acquire her.
And give me that poor name. Give me that Mama
That's what I'm
Milfy
saying.
name.
Let's get like a fucking... I mean, talk about Oilers. Look
Dude,
at
this
these
is
two.
me though, and I want to do. I want to be able to do this.
Well, you can do
This
that.
is so. I mean,
What's stopping you? Go to a sporting event. There's a Dodgers game like every day this
You think
week.
I'd blow up from doing this?
That's how they discovered Pamela Anderson.
No way.
Not from flashing, but from just being in the crowd, like on the Jumbotron of, what was it?
Dude, didn't that happen to Jennifer Lawrence?
Maybe. I don't know anything about Jennifer Lawrence other than, but Pamela Anderson definitely got discovered via Jumbotron. And then Coors Light was like, who the hell is that? And they hired her to be there. Play that for Miranda.
That's so funny.
We'll blur out the,
Who the hell
we
is
don't have to watch the boobs on our main. Oh, they blurred them out already? Gay.
Damn. Wait, can you make it bigger and run it back?
And this lady has been found since then. Yeah, they're nice. I mean, I wish you could see the...
Dude, that's awesome.
So let's get a backstory on what happened here. You can stop the
Seeing
sound. At
tits
least if
in
you're
the
gonna play it,
wild
if you're gonna
is
play it and repeat, you can mute it.
Dude, I did this.
Is not-
Have you ever done Riff Raff at the Comedy Store?
I haven't been on it, but I've been there
Bro,
for it.
you should be on. You'd be very funny on it. But one time somebody did this show on Billy Meyer's show, and she was doing what's the chubby twister.
Oh, you're talking about from Goonies?
Yeah, the
What the hell's that called?
what's that dance move?
The Truffle Shuffle?
Yes. So Saul brought two people on stage, and one was a woman, and she was doing that so hard her shirt fell off.
Nice.
And her fucking tits were like the Simpsons, like girl leading, the dad in the right way. You know?
Yeah,
know
they're
what?
moving like a
Yeah. They're
like a
moving
lava lamp.
Bro, it was awesome.
You thought it was good? Were they like gross tits or? I don't think there is. Here, I had to talk about this the other day. Actually, I don't think there's such a thing. I mean, it's got to be so massively drastic to make them gross. Like even if they're.
Yeah, and it's hard when you find all women beautiful. What's up, ladies?
Yeah, exactly. What is up, ladies? What is up?
You
This
know?
lady obviously very hot though, and she has great tits. And
that's great. That's fucking. Is she a mom? Do we know more information about her?
Well, that's what I'm going to get to here. The representative, but first I'll tell you some of the offers she's getting. She got a representative of a place called The Porn Dude. I don't know what that is.
She looks like Andrea Savage, honestly.
Who's that?
Do you know Andrea Savage? For Sorry, she's an actress.
No, I don't. See, this is like,
doesn't it look like Andrea Savage?
This is like a ton of me and Miranda's conversations. Who's that?
She's a great actress. Hilarious.
What is she in?
But she looks like her with the hat on. I don't know if her tits would look like that, and I don't know if but doesn't it look like her?
Yeah. I thought it was at first that motherfucker isn't real lady. You know, the lady from the plane? I thought it was her. I'm like, she's back with another. Now she's just showing us her tits. She should have did that on the plane. So The Porn Dude is a website, evidently. An adult website, averages 61 million visitors per month. They went to find her and they said, those tits are made for porn. And they're offering her a spot on porndudecasting.set. I don't know what the hell that is.
Did she take it?
Listen, I'm not like obsessed with porn. I'm not like watching it every day. I know a little thing or two about it. Know some friends in the business. Never heard of the porndude.set or whatever the hell that is. So,
do you think is she doing it?
Well, OnlyFans is also in the race to sign up for the flashy fan for its site. As of Tuesday evening, the woman's identity is still unknown, but that I know it is known now. She was on Spittin' Chicklets, a hockey podcast.
She's already capitalizing.
She didn't really. I think she went on begrudgingly because she was wearing like. She was trying to kind of still remain somewhat anonymous.
She wore a mask. That's sick. Keeping your identity
Not a mask,
sacred.
but like big sunglasses.
Cool. Hangover vibes.
It's a bit of delightful irony. The most recent time a woman was caught on camera flashing her breasts at an NHL game was during the Florida Panthers contest in 2009.
It's been that long?
It's been that long?
We can't let that go any longer, ladies. What are we doing?
I mean, I thought I had more info on this lady, but I thought she like also was a part of a dare perhaps or something. There was like a reason why she did that.
Listen, a woman's allowed to just flash, you know.
I mean, especially like that. It's actually a crime if she doesn't flash. I feel like she should be arrested for not flash. No, but that was fantastic. And whoever filmed that also deserves some credit. Like, she deserves some credit for allowing that guy to film it, or girl, and also like for posting that. Like,
or kid.
Poor kid. Yeah, there weren't any children around, thankfully. She was up in the nosebleeds, which is tough. We're not going to find out. I mean, listen to her on.
Deleted all of her social media.
So she doesn't she's the opposite of Tiffany Gomez, who is the woman with the plane.
But if she had nice tits and she was, what's the issue? Like, I mean, I get it. But men take their shirts off all the time. Like, why are we like,
well, no,
whatever, they're just bumps.
I agree with you. I'm not stigmatizing women flashing whatsoever. I think
we need to do it more often.
We need to do it so much more often that this poor lady isn't,
the only one.
Yes, because she's getting attacked by not attacked, but like the internet's like, holy hell, and they're swarming to her. Yes.
Free the nip.
If there were 6 women there with their breasts out, then we wouldn't be having this
That's what I'm saying. You wouldn't be able to fucking, who gives a fuck?
One for every section. And like I said, there's no such thing as a bad tit, especially out in the wild. You see a lady flash out. If you see a lady flash out in the wild, no one's like, yeah, but they weren't that great. And if someone did say that, I want that person arrested for something, for public indecency.
Citizens arrest.
Yeah, public indecency. I want them in jail. If anybody complains about someone flashing, I want them in jail. You hear me? Maybe death penalty.
Hey! I'll go to court with you on that one.
Thank you. Yeah, I know you can testify. Well, before we get to the news, let me do a quick ad. Today's Josh Potter Show brought to us by MACK. Weldon. Trying on starchy work clothes at a store is a thing of the past. You want comfort? Luckily, there's MACK Weldon. MACK Weldon makes timeless pieces out of modern performance fabrics, so you look great while being comfortable. They've got light as air underwear and pants you'll never want to take off, with anti-odor t-shirts, stretchy button-ups. You're going to want the whole closet of MACK Weldon. And dude, I got one on. I'm wearing it even as an undershirt because it is so light and airy, and I feel like I don't even have an undershirt on. It actually makes the top shirt feel better because it's so light and airy. Oh my goodness.
What's it feel like? Can I feel it?
Yeah, touch it. It's soft.
Oh, you could wear that for sports too.
You could wear it for a lot of stuff.
Early morning softball game.
Yes.
Late night hockey game, flashing your tits.
Yeah, indeed. And speaking of flash, This stuff isn't flashy or gaudy.
Whoa.
No, it's super classic, and it'll make you look great without even trying. So get timeless looks with modern comfort from MACK Weldon. Go to MackWeldon.com. Get 20% off your first order with promo code Potter. That's MackWeldon.com. Promo code Potter. And now the news, Miranda.
Run it up.
Run it up.
Is this you?
It is. Who else do you think it is? Who do you think it was? Someone else? Who do they think it was?
Almost thought it was Bobby Lee.
Almost thought it was Bobby Lee.
Almost thought it was Bobby Lee.
I like how Alex talked in the wrong microphone.
Yep, just talked in the wrong mic.
I think it's like the Blues Clues guy.
Which guy? Steve?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. All right. I thought you were too young for Steve. The OG Steve.
I'm old enough to know the old Blues Clues guys, but I'm young enough to almost be watching the reboot.
Yeah. Agreed. Well, this one's going to be fun for you too.
Yeah, let me hear it.
Oh no, it's not on Instagram anymore. They
took it off.
Damn it. This one, it was
They're quick.
I don't even remember what it was, but I think it was like a kid walking into a room and goes, "Smells like vagina in here." I thought you'd be an expert.
Damn it. Damn it. Yeah.
Well, how about this? You get along with your mom.
Yeah, I like my mom.
Well, let's hear a story about the worst mom ever.
I was like, are you saying my mom is? And you want me to tell a story about it?
No. I'm saying you.
Because I got some.
You got some? No. I wasn't trying to get you to out your mom for anything.
One time I unplugged the blender to plug in my phone, and I was grounded for the weekend.
Why?
I don't know. She wasn't even using the fucking blender. Love her. But those moments in life where you're like,
was she like trying to use it? Was like, what the fuck's up with the blender? And then she realized it wasn't plugged in. She's so mad that she was like, I wasted so much time, Miranda. You're done.
But what? She's gonna know after fucking 5 seconds of it not working.
You would think, but sometimes people. And then they're like, God damn it, it's been unplugged this whole time. Miranda's fucking phone's plugged in here. Well, I don't think it's as bad. No, I'm just kidding. It's going to be way worse than that. A 36-year-old woman has been charged with murder. Are you ready?
Murder. Wait, okay, sorry, go on.
What? You had questions already?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully this will answer some of them. Missouri authorities say she showed up to a police station and said she killed her 2 children.
Oh my gosh.
Ashley Permley of Pevely. I mean, that's a weird. You can see what that says, right?
This isn't a Stephen King novel.
I mean, that's like. That sounds like a Dr. Seuss thing. Ashley Parmelli of Pevely is charged with 1 count of murder following the death of her 2-year-old son, according to the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office. The boy was found unresponsive in a body of water at a resort south of Festus. God, these places are terrible. Are these places in America? Holy shit, what awful places.
Wait, so let me get this straight.
Yes.
She killed one of her kids.
So far, not many details, but yes.
She killed one of her kids and then either took the dead body to the police station or just took another kid to the police station.
She didn't take anything. She showed up at the police station bodiless. The body was there. She's like, my kids are dead and I did it. That's what she said.
Hey,
Your face.
That's better than fucking going on the run.
I guess.
No remorse. Honestly, it was probably an accident if we're thinking about it.
Well, before you are quick to jump, let's see.
My God.
The boy's sibling, a 9-year-old girl who was discovered dead. The sheriff's office, the girl
Both
died.
of them?
Well, no. Okay, so.
Wait, I thought it was just one.
Yes, no, the boy's sibling, a 9-year-old girl, was also discovered dead, the sheriff's office said. Authorities previously said the child was found shot and killed in a vehicle.
Oh, never mind. I take it all back.
And she had the vehicle that she had driven to the police station. So she did arrive with one of the bodies. This is evidence in which it is quite possible the victim of the shooting was shot in St. Francis County. Okay, so they're just getting to the bottom of where the shooting occurred. A woman drove to a police station and told officers she had killed her 2 children. One of the kids was found shot in the woman's vehicle outside the Festus Police Department headquarters. When the woman arrived, she drove to the police station. When the woman arrived at the police station, her clothing was wet, according to the sheriff. She said an incident happened at a resort. It led authorities to the Timber Creek Resort south of Festus.
White Lotus, season 4.
I mean, that's what it's. A motive for the killings is unclear. The children's mother was placed into custody. This situation is a tragedy of our community because evidently she drowned the other child at the resort.
Damn.
First responders attempted life-saving measures on both children, but they were both pronounced dead at the scene.
Holy shit.
Do you remember a woman, this is definitely before you were alive, but her name is escaping me now. Her name is Susan something or other. But she...
what a name. Susan, that sounds like real.
This woman started dating a guy, and she hadn't gotten dick in a long time, this lady. And she had, I think it was 3 kids or 4 kids. And what she did was she goes, my new beau, he hates these kids. I'm going to drive him into the lake.
Nice.
So then she drove her minivan into the lake and drowned her kids.
And Susan,
just type in Susan
minivan,
van lake
killer.
I want to say it's like Susan
Child
Ross?
killer.
What's her name? Susan Smith?
That sounds fake.
Susan Smith, South Carolina mom, yeah.
Yeah, pull it up. Let's get the details of this story.
Dude,
this was crazy. A big story when I was a kid. And it just makes you go like, man, some of these people just like... Could you imagine getting so dickmatized that you drive your children into the lake?
It's not worth it at this point. Like, it's like, lady, pussy's okay to eat.
Like, wait, you want to get... You're saying you should go lesbian, but what if they can't get anybody? I mean, a woman could very well pursue another woman, or what's the word?
People are fucking nuts. I just watched this murder documentary with my brother last night about a newlyweds, husband and wife, sexual abusers and murderers together, and she got ahead of it and blamed it all on him.
What was the documentary?
Turned on him. I don't know. It was called Very Scary People on YouTube.
Really?
It was like a 30-minute documentary. My brother does. That's all my brother does and sits and does.
Well, because can I tell you, that sounds like every documentary where like there's a couple and they're doing weird sex stuff, and then they do it with children. You're like, is this the Subway documentary I'm watching, or is this Hidden in Plain Sight, or what is this? Do you know what I mean? There's all the documentaries involved that I feel like, so it gets tough.
I don't know what you have to be thinking. I mean, I don't know. I don't have kids yet, so I guess
you are one. Borderline.
And my parents have wanted to kill me.
Yeah,
before, for sure.
I think my parents wanted to kill me. My mom never. But could you imagine though, like having a kid and then being like, you know what, my new lover? Just even like you hear stories about like, I've dated girls who like have step parents and they're like, yeah, it got weird with my, once my stepmom came into the picture, things got strange, and you're like, that's odd that an adult would come in and be like territorial versus a child.
Yeah.
Even just in a simple sense of like arguments or conversation, it's like, you're the adult. You know what I mean? Like, you can't get jealous of a fucking kid who's like, you're fucking their mother or their father.
I don't know if it's also, it's definitely, can be jealousy, but what about like, annoyance that they're there? Like,
no, that's the thing. They have resentment or jealousy.
Yeah.
And that's so weird for an adult to have against a child. And to the point, like, then it gets to the point where you're dealing with people without a full deck over here. And, this guy's like, you got to get rid of these fucking kids. And his mom, and she's like, I know, I hate them.
Were your parents divorced? Did they get remarried?
They are, and my dad did get remarried, but it all happened once I was well into adulthood.
Oh, okay.
I mean, my dad's wife is like pretty close to my age, I think.
Whoa.
Closer to my age than my dad's age, I do believe.
Yeah. Classic tale.
And my mother, after divorce, just shut it down. I don't think she ever saw a penis ever again, to be quite honest with you. And if she did, I don't want to know.
I gotta take your mom out. I mean, not like that, but like,
you're gonna turn my mom out?
Just, take her to West Hollywood or something.
No, I always said that. I go, but it's so much harder for a woman.
I mean, you think, but like
in their twilight years,
But I don't know, dude. Like, times are changing, and there's other women that are like that are like, or men that are like that. But then again, I do think the worst of people too, and I do agree.
No, it just gets. It's harder for a woman to like be back out there. A lot of people, in the the menopausal age, I would imagine, shut it down.
It's so hard for me to imagine for myself because
I know you're so
slinging fucking.
Yeah, you're like, I'm young
all the
and
genitals
full of cum till forever. Yeah, you don't think about those things on the waning side. I'm at the point, and these people are sick of hearing about it, where I'm starting to get to the point where I go, oh man, I am on the waning days. You know, I'm on the other side of the arc.
No, you're gonna hit daddy years. You're gonna hit Gilfy years. Don't fucking.
I that's the luxury of being a man. You know.
Yeah. Don't worry.
I got to get the bag so that I can get jacked. You know when you get so much money and you just have nothing else to do but get jacked? That's what I want.
Yeah, but have you seen Madonna? My God.
Is she good?
Oh, she's hot.
No, she isn't. I don't think that's
Madonna,
true.
they search modern Madonna.
Yeah, didn't she have like the saw mask as a face?
Well, then again, she is like a billionaire, trillionaire.
Like, look at that.
Okay, that one obviously she did a look.
That's a tough helmet there.
She did a look and it didn't work for her.
I mean, here's the thing. I hate even judging the looks of. Yeah, exactly. She's my grandmother died when she was 74. Does she look anywhere near like Madonna? No.
Dude, yeah.
You know what I mean? My grandma was like.
Can you search up Josh's grandmother?
My grandma looked like I mean, if it's any indication of how I'm going to look when I'm old, sometimes I see my old grandma in my face and I get scared.
Wait, Josh, question.
Yeah.
How...
Can you search Josh's? How old what?
How would you kill your kids?
Well, this is the thing. Susan Smith did it in such a there. She's like, we're going for a ride, and then she like parked her van on a dock. See if you can pull up that Susan Smith thing.
I mean, no, I thought she drove it off and like rolled out before.
No, she like got out and like put a thing on the pedal and drove it into the. And then she called 911 and was like, I drove into the lake. And then she like acted like she was in the accident too.
Oh my God. And she like got wet.
Read the...
she probably went in the water.
Read the crimes. Or if it says anything about that.
Yeah, so she reported that her vehicle had been carjacked by a black man.
That's what it was in the 911 call. She goes,
what?
Oh, a black man hijacked my car and drove it into the lake.
Yeah,
she blamed it on a black man. That was the funny part.
South Carolina, you bet the police took that call.
Oh, yeah, but that was like, I think they knew right away where they were like, that's fucked up how many times she said the person was black on her 911 call. Can you see if you could Google the 911 call?
The inner city blacks.
One of them took the car, drove it into the sea.
Dude, that's wild.
Oh my God, because I could have swore there was like tape of her 911 call, or I don't know. It's just one of those stories that always stuck with me, and that was really the thing that did it, because she blamed it on I remember she was like, a black guy took my car. She couldn't just say a guy took my car. She had to lay into like a black guy. Oh, we got to listen to this dipshit talk. I want to hear the 911 call. Here she is on it.
Oh, fuck yeah, they got video?
Well, she probably had like a presser where
oh
she
my
was
God.
And your daddies, his whole families love you so much.
Wait, that's her?
And
yeah, she was kind of hot.
To be strong.
Yeah, but she looks like she's the type of girl that could get away with it.
I just know.
She tried to blame it on a black guy. They're like, well, where is this black guy? We didn't find his body in the sea with
oh my God,
children.
so they did all interviews and shit?
Well, yeah, this was a hot to trot story back in the 90s. This was a big deal. They had her on because it was like a disturbing crime. All her children were in this van. It was crazy. And then to come to find out that she did it. There's other stories of like moms drowning their children in the bathtub that were sensationalized because of same thing, because they were dickmatized and they were like, I had to get rid of them.
Can moms get a new shtick? Like, like what is this? Obvious. This is too obvious, bitches.
Yeah, they're like, what, do you want them to put rat poison in their food or something? I'm sure that happens.
No, because you can test that shit. That shit, you know. You got to think of like a...
Yeah, that's like a tale as old as time, too, is that someone was like, I started getting sick, and I was sick every day for 3 years, and then I found out my mother was putting rat poison in my meals.
Yeah, right.
Like, so how would you do it? I haven't really given an answer, but...
I mean, my dream death that I would hope for my kids is they're walking on the side of the street and a piano falls on their head that I push.
A black man dropped a piano on my children. I think he was a jazz musician. He dropped a piano on my children. So funny. You just want a Looney Tunes death?
Yeah.
Those are violent Looney Tunes deaths. Like if you just like, if I had a fake, remember how they just would throw a hole onto the ground and then they'd walk through it?
Yeah,
that was always fun. That was a good one.
Yeah, I want a classic tale.
Yeah, you want an anvil to fall on you?
I want
something that says Acme to give you blunt force trauma. Ooh, boy.
That's the dream.
Well, you have a Nintendo Switch at your house?
Dog. Do I? Yeah.
See, I knew it.
Of course, it's yellow. I barely use it, but hey, it collects dust.
I don't exactly know how that goes. I don't have a Nintendo Switch. I had a Nintendo 8-bit.
Okay, what is that?
That was back in the day.
Is that like a watch? Nintendo watch? Fitbit?
No,
Fitbit
it's
watch?
this. Nintendo 8-bit was this. This was like the first Nintendo.
Nintendo bit. That'd be sick on the hand.
No, it's not the one on the hand. It was pretty large actually back in the day, and you put those little cartridges inside it. You had to go, and then you put them in. This is ancient technology.
No, we used to have to blow on CDs. Honestly, it's
we had to blow on CDs.
It's cigarettes.
No, we didn't.
For fucking.
But yeah, it's analog. Like, so that's what it looked like too. Those are the graphics. There's Mario. See it at the top row there. There's Mario right there. But go up 2 rows there. See, look at that one where it's like the landscape. No. Oh boy. There you go, right there. There you go.
I played on the GameCube.
Yeah, so yeah, you know what we're talking about with the Switch. I didn't progress with Nintendo.
Yeah, me. I know what I'm fucking talking about when it comes to game consoles.
So in this case,
PS2 gang.
This is in Michigan. A 44-year-old mother in Michigan was arrested earlier this month for her role in the death of her husband, who died outside of a local Wendy's restaurant after being thrown from the hood of her vehicle.
Nice. Damn.
She was formally arraigned on 1 count of moving violation resulting in death in connection with the death of her husband, Robert B. Leone. She appeared in court, blah, blah, blah. I just want to get to the crux of the story here. The couple were in the Wendy's parking lot with their daughter in the car, a 2009 Dodge Charger, when they got into a heated argument. I'm not sure. Robert Leone allegedly got out of the vehicle, but when his wife tried to pull out of the parking lot, he jumped on the hood of her moving car.
How does that even happen?
Robert Leone fell to the ground and struck his head, causing a brain bleed.
So she didn't mean to? Was it an accident?
Well, I mean, maybe, but sometimes, she was probably getting a little aggressive with the car. He jumped on the hood to be like, "Raw, don't do it. Don't drive around." They were definitely in a fight, they said. "I'm still in disbelief. Cool. The whole thing blows my mind," she told the news station, emphasizing she had no intention of hurting her husband. She said that the argument stemmed from her having recently ordered a Nintendo Switch gaming console when her husband wanted her to purchase a PlayStation 5.
What? Is that for real? They argued about that?
Yes, in the Wendy's parking lot. And they were getting in a heated argument. How dare you order it? What is a Nintendo Switch? It's a handheld one, right?
Yeah, that's
I have a
tiny
PS5.
one. It's like
I know
newer.
What a PS5
is like game console, like sits up, I think, like that.
Yes, I have that. But a Nintendo, so he was like, "You bought me this corny ass Nintendo Switch, you stupid fucking bitch."
And then she was like, "I'm done with this. Want to reenact it?"
Yeah. And she was like, "It's the same shit, whatever, who cares?" Because it's a...
but a PS5, we can watch Netflix. We can watch Hulu.
Bitch, we got Netflix on the ba-ba-boo-boo-boo with the Roku.
Fuck the ba-ba-boo-boo-boo-boo Roku.
No, but he got...
Fuck your Switch.
Adamantly so... He got really upset. I've never seen him fly off the... Yeah, that was a good improv. I'm bad at improv. He got really upset. I've seen him fly off the handle like that. I've never seen him fly off the handle like that. I've never seen him. I don't know why I got so angry. But then he started calling me names and being very aggressive. He scared my daughter. She screamed at the top of her lungs, like scared because he was yelling at me. He slapped me, and then he punched my arm. I told him, I can cancel the order. I can order the PS5. And he was still mad. So I like how she's getting out in front of it. He was hitting me. He punched me over the Nintendo Switch. The argument escalated, and she said that her husband became so upset that he got out of the car, leaving her and her daughter in the vehicle alone. According to the woman, her husband was so out of control that their daughter was screaming for her to get away from him. She claimed that the husband was trying to break the window on the driver's side door. My daughter screaming, "Mom, get me out of here, get me out of here." So I pulled out the parking spot and I went to go forward. And then she claimed that she was only trying to drive to a different parking lot to give her husband a chance to cool down. As I was pulling out, he jumped on the hood and was holding on where the windshield wipers are. I had proceeded to turn, and as I turned, he slipped off and he hit his head. And that's what caused him to pass away.
Dude, for a PS5? I mean, granted, the Switch is pretty lame compared to that.
Yeah, when you're expecting a console game and you get this handheld nonsense, it's like a Game Boy. But the Switch is pretty cool. I mean, I wonder what does a Switch cost versus the PS5?
I mean, probably so much less.
I think the Switch is like $300-ish, $200-300.
I think I bought mine for $150, but it was like used.
So this guy was thinking he was going to be on with the squad. He was going to be on COD. He was getting fucking...
He was like, but my boys.
Yeah, man, the boys were supposed to rip one tonight. He's trying to get on 2K, do something, but he can't because he's got Nintendo Switch. All he can play is Mario Kart. Or whatever the hell they got on
I mean, I get it. On both of their ends. Like, crazy reaction to react over, but then it's like, I get the reaction.
I get it. He was angry. He was upset. It does suck. That is one of those things that I always think about, like, when you're just fucking around or maybe you, like, fall or something. You could just hit your head and die. You ever just, like, walk down a stairwell and go and, like, almost slip and be like, well, that could have been it for me.
Dude, yeah, people are fucking fragile. I'm a little too high for that.
You're a little too high for that.
People are fucking fragile.
Yeah, you're young, so you don't think about death at every turn.
I thought I was going to die at 17, bro.
You fuck around, you jump around. I see you always jumping off stuff. You're like a skateboarder.
I sometimes escape, but you might have saw me just
You're just doing tricks.
Yeah, I just be jumping off the
stage. She's like a parkour girl.
What?
Outside when you're working the lot,
yeah,
you jump off stuff. Come on, I see you out there jumping off.
I twist off the bed of a truck. Yeah. Twist off. Yeah, I jump off of a fucking David
You don't just
Spades.
Get down. Yeah.
Car. I'm rolling across Teslas.
Yeah, you don't just get down off of things. You do a little thing with it. But I mean, I even have it where I was at a hotel, and for some reason, Hampton Inns have the most slippery tubs. And they give you the rubber to put down. I never put it down. But one of these days, I walked into a Hampton in Philadelphia. I put my foot into the tub, and it went across the thing. And I go, oh, shit, dude. What if I, like, just ate it in here?
Dude.
I Bob Saget myself in this fucking Philadelphia Hampton Inn? Holy shit.
Bro.
It could happen at any moment.
You got to be careful. You got to make sure you're solid on that ground, bro.
I know.
Or use the handle, even though it's gross.
I don't care about it being gross. I feel like a fucking invalid, though. I'm like using the handicap old man handle. Sometimes on those showers, I'll put in the chair.
Honestly,
I'll put the chair down and sit in the chair.
Get the mechanical chair. Have it. It gets you out of it.
Oh my god! Consider me. I can't do that. I cannot. I can't even put the rubber down. I did talk to somebody though. They go, you should get a rubber mat for your bathtub in your house because you live alone. And that was the most morbid thought I've ever heard in my life. I was like, I guess that's true. And I was like, how many days would it take for someone to find me if I smashed my head in my tub? Probably like at least Monday, Alex would come knock on my door here at my apartment. And then he'd be like, I don't know where he is.
Wait, does he must be out at the store or something?
Yeah.
Doesn't even check.
He doesn't. He has like, I don't know. I haven't heard from him in like a week.
Door's unlocked. There's blood going over the tub. Filled up the tub. It's going over.
My manager's like, I think he's dead at least twice a month. So he's not concerned. My parents are like, who?
Get the rubber mat.
I guess I got to get the rubber mat so that doesn't happen. But yeah, every now and then I think of those things. Stairs make me think of it.
Okay.
Tubs.
Pianos.
Yeah, that's the thing. Miranda's out there just going like, no pianos today. It's safe day. No pianos.
When it could just be right below you. Why am I looking? I'm looking.
Why would it be below
I'm looking
you?
up when you're looking down. Bars. I think Kendrick Lamar said that to Drake.
That's because he's looking for pianos, you think?
Yeah.
He's constantly worried about it. Oh, boy. Well, what do you say we get to some hot sex scandals?
That's what I like.
This one is a hot cop sex scandal.
And this is local?
Well, no, this is in Mississippi.
Okay.
A state trooper was fired after sending explicit images and videos to other cops. And now she and the woman she had sex with on video are suing each other.
Wait, it was two women?
Yes, it was.
Fuck yeah.
Amen, sister.
Wood shit.
I think that's one of them. Wait, what'd you say?
Wood shit.
Oh, I thought you said wood shit. I thought that's like a new hip way of being like, I'd sleep with this person.
No, I was saying like wood, like state trooper shit. Look, she built like a trooper, bro.
There she is with her hat. Could you get some trooper ass, you think? You into that? Or you?
Wait, was it another trooper? Was it a normal person?
No, they're two troopers. Right. Mississippi something highway patrol trooper Ivana Williams. This sounds like a porno.
That's a hot name.
She was let go from the agency after distributing the video.
I don't think she did it.
Woman. Do we have the video? There's no chance they just have the video. Right?
I don't think she did it.
Well, hell, Ivana, distribute the video this way for your boy over here. He'd love to see it.
Innocent woman framed.
The unnamed woman in the video claims that Williams said she would delete the tape, but instead shared it. The Mississippi Department of Public Investigation into her behavior found that Williams sent explicit images of herself to her superiors and visited porn websites on her state-issued phone. You gotta keep the porn to your... How hard is it to keep the porn to your regular phone?
To yourself, at least. Like, isn't this like a hot, like, Our Little Secret type of thing?
Of course. Well, that too. But she was... Not only was she doing that, but I feel like she raised a flag because on her state-issued phone that she used for, like, police work, she was looking at porno.
Okay, here's what I think happened. I think they were hooking up. She immediately asked her to move in. The other woman said no.
Is this lesbian insight?
Yeah.
Okay.
She said no. And then they already had filmed this. And then she was like, I'm so mad at you that you're not going to move in with me after 2 hours of hooking up.
She's
all right.
suing her for $11 million.
Oh my God.
The other woman in the tape sued Williams for $11 million. And now the former trooper has filed her own suit against the other woman for $20 million.
For what?
I don't know.
Having too big of a pussy, like what? Not letting her give her red wings to her. I'm trying to think.
Williams said the woman's lawsuit has damaged her reputation and business relationships.
Yeah, duh. You're not hooking up with Smokey the Bear as a trooper, bro. You deserve to be like ruined.
She does look like Smokey the Bear there, a hot Smokey the Bear. I would have definitely listened more about forest fires if that was the person that said only you can prevent. I'd be like, yes, ma'am, whatever you say.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Boy, oh boy.
Into my pussy.
Williams, who is active on social media with several sites, has said that she is innocent in the wrongdoing and claims her firing was retaliatory.
Yeah, I bet someone stole her phone.
The unnamed woman says Williams took a video of their sexual encounter without her permission, according to the lawsuit.
Ooh, I love without her permission. That's a good case against her.
Much of the night is a blur, said the unidentified victim in the lawsuit. I became unusually and extremely intoxicated. The next morning, I woke up in bed without my clothes on. So she's claiming like a R.
Wow.
She's claiming a big R here, I think.
Listen,
I was aware of a sexual encounter had taken place, but had difficulty remembering any of what happened.
I mean, this is kind of hot. Just kidding. But like trooper outfits, hooking up in trooper fits, bro.
Do you think they fucked in the car? That's what I was trying to think. If they just did it probably in their house.
Yeah. It was definitely in the stormtrooper truck. They just busted some kids on drinking, and they were like, "Let's celebrate.
Let's steal their liquor and drink."
She does
some
look crazy.
The former trooper has said that the encounter was consensual and that she only shared it with one other person. What a lucky dog that person was. The woman filing the suit against Williams is repeatedly representing herself after two of her previous attorneys withdrew. Yikes.
Is this on it? Hey guys, just want to let you know
Please play it. Let's hear it. Hey guys, just want to come on here.
I started working for a company called Guaranteed Payment Solutions. And that is the middleman between the credit card company and the POS system company. And if you have a business like
oh my God, this is her peddling her pyramid scheme?
Or
all right, pause this or whatever. So she's so down on her luck that she's like, I'm getting some internet traction here. Let me just do greater. That company, by the way, calls me on my, like, I'll get like a block number, because I don't accept randos calling me. And it'll be like greater, whatever the fuck she just said.
Wait, why would you send it to your work? Why would you not try and, if you need money and you're doing a pyramid scheme, why wouldn't you try and sell this footage? It's like, why are you sending it to your coworker?
Well, right now it's evidence, unfortunately, and I think that's the problem.
She's in a little bit of a rut.
She should make some new content, is what you're saying.
Yeah, why did she send it to her coworkers? Obviously, people are gonna be like, that's not cool. But if you sell it,
I don't think people would have. I think that woman would have frowned upon that as well. But
yes, but she wouldn't have known, right? Because
she might have known it could get out. But also, yes, I would do it a little more discreetly on the side. You could sell, for instance, me. You could come to me, lady, and you could. I would never tell a neary soul. I would never tell one person. And
what are we doing, ladies?
I would pay you good money for it. at the end of the day. Williams said her firing was discriminatory, claiming the male troopers had done similar and not been held accountable.
Love this.
Williams claimed she was aware of a master sergeant who had a video of himself having sex with someone on his state-issued phone.
Awesome.
Awesome. So now she's spilling all the tea.
But he didn't send it around, and was it with a coworker?
Maybe she did. Maybe he did send it around. And yes, these are all a lot of whataboutisms. After Williams was named in the lawsuit, she then transferred from Franklin County to Bolivar County, where she said she was done without explanation and that it put her more than 100 miles away from her children. Aw. And then a new market to show the tape to. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. A letter from the state officials accused her of unprofessional conduct, blah, blah, blah.
Not only are you getting caught, doing this to your, hooking up with a girl and then sending it around, but you're also getting caught being a lesbian.
I think that part's cool.
Exactly. But it is just interesting because,
Mississippi, so they probably.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows?
Oh, I see. She could be out, though, already. It doesn't really say, like, in this. Yeah. Maybe that's part of the lawsuit, though. It's like, you outed me as a lesbian. You outed me. Oh, wow.
That's a great. I mean, don't let the courts don't let the lawyers get a hold of this tape.
Why? You gonna out somebody?
Well, no. Like, that's a great, I feel like that could be a case. I mean, that's the Gen Z and me talking, but that's a great case point.
Getting out of the closet is a thing of, it's actually like a act of assault in some capacity, right? I don't know what they count it as, but outing somebody.
I've been outed before.
By yourself or by other people?
By other people.
What did they do? What does that say?
They just made jokes.
I was looking to see if it was illegal, and outing could be found to be liable by a court of law.
Right.
And they only give an example.
It's not that it's illegal, but it's not like it's like a thing where you could get reimbursements, I feel like.
If you out me, I should be able to kick you or punch you in whatever genital hurts the most.
I feel like it's like a civil matter, not a criminal matter. If that is that thing that makes sense? I don't know. What the fuck am I trying to talk about? Like I know anything.
But also, I'm so like stingy with it. I'm like, even if like.
But you got outed in comedy?
Well, like even if people I don't know are like, you're gay, right? I'm like, who the fuck are you? The fuck you know about me, huh?
That could be after they saw your set, though. They think
I don't give a fuck. You don't know who the fuck I'm sleeping with.
Yeah, you're not allowed to. You're not allowed. Yeah, what if you're sleeping with a guy at that time?
Exactly. Getting dick down, but I'm talking about eating puss on stage.
Yeah, of course.
No, I'm dating a girl.
We all have jokes that are like.
And I talked about getting dick down on stage.
Yeah. No, of course. It's like you can't take the jokes at their. It could have been a joke you wrote a year ago while you were getting a dick down.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Out me, I titty twist you.
Well, where should we wrap up? Oh my goodness. I think we should wrap up with a case of semen terrorism. Have you ever been a victim of semen terrorism?
No, to explain what semen terrorism is.
Semen terrorism, where the hell is it, that button? Oh, is it on the other side?
Second page.
Yeah.
Semen terrorism.
Okay.
It's any sort of time that you've either been exposed to or ingested.
Jizz that was unwanted?
Yes. Or gotten any on you on a...
Yes.
Someone jizzed on you when you didn't want it?
Yes, I've seen jizz.
Well,
when I didn't want it.
Okay, when you didn't want it.
I was fucking molested.
Yeah, that's a form of it for sure. It is. These things can result in molestations for sure. So yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah,
that's
check that off at about 5 years old. Hit me with another fucking thing. Let's wrap it up a different way. Just kidding. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's a good. Hey,
don't cut this into the clip, but
that's hilarious.
But see, I'm gonna need that button when I take my uncle to court.
Semen terrorism.
In this case, see, we often have times of men in a grocery store or in a Walmart or on a subway or in public. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Giving women their unwanted jizz.
Personal story, okay.
No, but that does make sense. If I did ask. Have you ever come across some semen you didn't enjoy or...
Not in public.
Yeah.
I haven't in public. I'm one of the lucky ones.
You are one of the lucky ones.
Let's say that.
Because there are so many that have come across. A man with a lengthy criminal history in this case.
I thought you were going to say lengthy dick. I was like, what the fuck? Does that have to do anything with it, Josh?
That would be funny if they did put it, they remarked on it. It's like, a man with a criminally small penis was found guilty on 31 additional charges on Thursday. Jared Walter, a convicted sex offender with criminal history dating back 14 years. He has harassed and attacked women in public transit, where he cut off chunks of their hair.
Ew.
And even threw his semen on them. There he is right there.
Ew, like pre-camed semen?
Well, I don't know if he got it from the tap in the moment or if he brought it with him that day. Maybe it says it in the article here. The Thursday verdict stems from an indictment last summer, so it's good. We've gotten a prolific semen. This is like the Muhammad Atta of semen terrorists that we've gotten off the street here, I think. The Thursday verdict stems from an indictment last summer for which Walter initially faced 32 counts of evasion of privacy. And he was taking videos of women in public restrooms in a college and business throughout the city.
What business? What college?
I don't know.
Let's see what his taste was.
Yeah, right? He's at a community college. He's like, oh, yeah. Culinary school. On Wednesday, the judge dismissed one count of invasion of privacy in mid-trial, bringing his total convictions to 30 counts of privacy invasion.
I hope he gets the chair. Give him the fucking chair.
I mean, that's what we need to happen with these just obscene. I mean, this guy is prolific.
Wait, can we watch a little bit of whatever that is?
It's going to be like, here on Fox 12, the Trimmet Barber.
I feel like we've talked about this guy before.
We have. This is about his sentencing, though. He came up in one of his cases came up across my desk here. All the semen terrorism, the Roach reporters out there sending it my way. Let's hear what they say here. Ooh,
Look at these ladies about to take this.
A double lady anchor is a brave choice. Let me say that.
They had to have different
trial in Multnomah County.
And if convicted, he could go to prison for life. Fox Soul's Deborah Gill is in Southeast Portland, why the DA is seeking such a long sentence.
Another lady.
Let's go. All flavors.
Good morning. Yeah, Jared Walter is a convicted sex offender, and you talked about a lengthy criminal history. It dates back at least 14 years, and the district attorney feels he is a danger to the public, especially women.
Oh, you don't say.
Now, Walter
He's only
is
jizzed on 30 women.
32 counts of invasion of privacy.
Ew,
after investigators say he took videos of women in public restrooms in a college and...
Oh, God. Could you imagine you go to work, you had years of law school, you pass the bar, late nights, lots of money spent getting an education, and it's like, oh, God, I got to go to court and defend the guy who threw his jizz on women. You're cutting women's hair in the subway?
Yeah, come on, man.
Your Honor, my client, I don't care. Do whatever you got to do.
Order in this court.
Look at this guy. He's like... I don't know where it went
looks
wrong.
like John Hamm playing the part.
That guy drinks a lot.
This is jury duty season.
Look at his eyes. He's like, he's just staring. He's got that 1,000-yard stare. He's like, I did face the reality that I'd have to maybe get a murderer off at some point in my life.
My wife might leave me after this one.
I got to get this fucking guy off so he can get back to the subway and cut hair again.
Or at least that he's mentally ill so he doesn't get prison.
My God.
He sucks. This guy sucks.
It's so funny. Play it out. It's just so funny looking at the lawyer's dead eyes. This guy over here, though, gross.
No, I can't even have his face to the camera.
Well, let's see if he turns.
Yeah, I'd love to see his face.
Investigators say he took videos of women in public restrooms in a college and businesses throughout the city.
Quick. As a bald man, I'm offended by his hair. That's how my hair would be if I just let it go.
And as a woman, I'm disgusted by his choice.
I mean, just shave your head, dude. You're not fooling anybody.
Get one of those low tapers all the kids are doing. Yeah. Maybe you'd be more approachable and could get some fucking pussy.
Yeah, you don't have to throw your jizz at girls anymore. I'm just his dad. I'm like, maybe if you cut your hair.
Drive an hour and a half to one of those famous haircutting TikTokers and get a low taper.
Your name's the Trimmet Barber and you can't even get a goddamn haircut?
What the hell is going on?
Let's go.
Look at those split ends.
My fucking son, he can't even get a job. He's out there with his stupid hair. I tell him, get a haircut.
Greasy.
You don't have to throw your jizz at a girl. You can actually come inside of one for
Maybe
once.
Maybe it's not greasy. It's his jizz in his fucking hair.
Yeah, probably. Let's see if they show his face. Keep going.
Criminal history of harassing and attacking women
on
public
boy,
transit.
That's him. See, he's got a nice haircut there.
He's got two different color eyes.
Which is fucking hot.
Looks like Ryan O'Flanagan.
You know that Wake Me Up Inside, that music video? He's got those two eyes. My God, we'd sing that at camp, bro.
At camp. She's talking like it's oldies. All right, go ahead.
He's got a good
cut off
face.
Chunks of their hair.
Yeah, it looks
even
like Ryan
threw his
O'Flanagan.
bodily fluid on
that
them.
hair.
This trial stems from an indictment from last summer. In court, prosecutors showed
pause
a
it.
long
One of the
list
incidents happened at a Shake Shack April 28th, 2023.
Yeah,
that's the businesses right there.
They gave a list of all of the businesses.
What does it say there?
Shake Shack, a place called Providence Park, the Rialto, which I think is a casino.
A theater.
Or a theater. The Pioneer Place, Starbucks, the Doubletree.
The Doubletree.
Penn State University Student Union.
Wow.
What if he just like rented a room at the Doubletree and like they're like, well, we found his jizz in there too.
He took Ray Shremmer's "I ain't got no type" to another level. Bad bitch, it on it.
Play the rest. Let's see what else they show. I want to see if they...
Last summer, in court,
There's
prosecutors
evidence
showed
of
a
the
long
Shake
list
Shack.
of businesses where Walter's accused of filming women, along with videos allegedly showing him going in and out of public restrooms, and in one, he stole a woman's backpack.
We're gonna hear and see.
Ooh, I want to hear the other guy do a testimony. This guy too.
videos.
Pause this guy for a second. This guy's doing a dramatic. He's just like, this is my chance. The cameras are here.
Yeah, this is his.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, today I'm going to show you the absolute terror and tyranny caused by the plaintiff today.
This guy,
the
now
defendant
he
today,
got a
excuse me.
haircut for this fucking.
Oh yeah, he's out there. He's like, we will go through item by item, as difficult as it may be, of each jizz location, and we'll break down.
Jizz terrorism.
Go ahead, play it. Let's see if they show the other guy.
And
The defeated
on the
defense
toilet.
attorney.
Court over these women.
The judge is
like
like,
this.
duh.
I'm gonna ask that you
Here
find
he is.
Mr. Walter not guilty.
Oh my God, go back. I got to hear every word that this man says. Listen, he comes up here. He came up here with the
Please.
hands put together. Listen, I know what it looks like. That's basically his
My
defense
hands
so
are
far.
stuck together right now because of his jizz. I get it.
I know what you're thinking. Oh my God.
I'm gonna
Okay.
ask that you find Mr. Walter not guilty because
Because
the
why?
facts are not gonna match the law here.
What?
I would love to hear him elaborate, but pause. You could pause it. That's fucking hilarious.
That's crazy. Doesn't match the law. I think
The facts, does it say in the law that you can't jizz
That's
in
what
your
they're
own hand and
arguing.
then it happens to blow into a person?
that's literally what they're arguing.
I mean, he's going to come across like, he'll be like, is it against the law for my client to have a pair of scissors and he slips and accidentally cuts a lock of a person's hair? I mean, that's just like bumping into a person on the street, for Christ's sake. Is that going to be illegal soon?
You're lucky you didn't kill her.
Yeah. My client didn't rape anybody.
He just happens to jizz a lot and it fell off into a lady's lap.
He just violated their privacy. Raped their privacy, essentially. The
What?
Trimet barber.
She didn't look. She was hearing it, maybe.
No sentencing date has been set at this time, but it looks like he's going to be found guilty, which is a very big relief. So that is wonderful news.
I mean, the silence after, I hope you find my client guilty because...
Yeah, yeah, that was wild. It was like he still hadn't figured out what he was going to say in that moment. He's like, listen, I don't really know either, to be
I know it looks bad.
Like, it'll come to me in the moment if I just start the sentence.
If I just start the sentence, they'll think, well, yes, of course. Well, Miranda, please plug everything you'd like, and thank you so much for coming into the show.
Okay, my Instagram, at Miranda Meadows with 2 S's. Comic Wars, 4th Monday of the month. Shenanigans, Jackass Fear Factor style show that we don't know when it happens because it takes a lot of money out of our pockets.
And it's in the Improv, yeah?
And remember, stop with the bathtub killings. Kill them how you want to be killed.
Yeah. Get the pianos out, folks. Drop the pianos, folks. Anywho, I will be in Houston this freaking weekend.
Go see Josh.
Tell everybody that you know that lives there to come on out. I got 4 shows. It's going to be a blast. Haven't been to Houston to headline ever, so this will be a great time.
Ooh.
Later in the month, Baltimore, Cleveland. TheJoshPotter.com is where you can get all the tickets. Of course, JoshPotterShow@gmail.com is where you can send in all the articles the way that these folks did. Great articles today from
People sent
Jonathan Morell sent in one that we
Awesome.
played. We had
That was
one from
fun.
RJ, of course, talking about the Oilers titties.
Ooh.
We Ted Theo Logan had
Thank you.
the cop sex scandal. That was hot.
Thank you. Thank you.
Salacious.
Perfect.
Oh, shout outs all the way
Perfect
around.
for me. You hit them all, Josh.
Yes, of course.
That's
I
perfect.
tend to have stories about lesbians quite a bit myself, so I thought, ooh, better to bring on than Miranda. But I don't want to, maybe she's not a lesbian today. We don't want to out her as we talked about before.
Thank you.
Thank you to Adam Dallas, too, sent in an article as well. But yes, joshpottershow@gmail.com is where you can send those in. Thank you to Kirsten. Thank you to Alex. Thank you to Bobby. Thank you to you. We will see you next week. Rate, review, subscribe. I love you very much, and have a good rest of your week.
Coming to 11 direct with the Roach. We shotgun the beers, I got time for a toast. It's the only place I get my sports like for real, son. He taught us nobody's more sus than Russell Wilson.
Here's the deal, son. Won't find us in Walmart. Josh Potter keep it frank, kinda like a ballpark. It wasn't nothing talking all that jism. Turns out there's a lot of semen terrorism.
Now it's time we hit him. Bringing Votto to the plate. Roachy, your wards with Chase O'Donnell the Great. Let me stop for a second, cause it's Ask Marty time. Cause it's idiocy, you know I cannot abide.
Not a fan of these guys, gonna damage the rise. Worse than the host known as the Roach. Leave an idiot woman standing on the side, or looking like she just tripped into a moat.
I'ma kill this Henny beat like murder. Been in more studios than most have ever heard of. Pleased to be listening, hit that like and subscribe. So many Bills hats got the mafia vibe.
A lot to describe like a Roach reporter. Teacher on OF, don't report her. Trying to live life with my mannequin wife and my mannequin kids if that's my mannequin right.
Been a fan of this guy since the Roach Motel. Couple 100 weeks in, still funny as hell. From the tit cups to back sis and blind eyes, Potter has one of the best shows of all time.
Now watch this drive. Pop a couple tall cans with the Roach King and caught the vibe. Ready to pour more, scurry out the floorboards, hit like, comment, and subscribe.